Yes, thank you. Let me live among my trash. We got this. Crapola. Those stupid levels where it's like, look, I filled it with power-ups. I make levels. Oh. Jump this down for you, little dude. Oh, you got me.
Oh, get out of my way. Out of my way!
Huzzah! Ah, poop! Ah! Okay. Whoa! Whoa! What is it? Ah! Where did that even come from? 17 chicken goals! This stupid cat. Ah, come here! Ah! Satan! Leave me alone, Satan!
Oh, do you have a crossbow?
Ah! Dude, it worked! I'm not entertained! There we go. Come on, be the end. Be the end. Yes! Woo! Say goodbye, you little butt. Filthy animal.
Welcome back, chat. Joe! I'm gonna scream a little loud, or a little less loud than usual, because little one is here and Mrs. the Goose is still asleep. So I'm gonna try to tone it down just a bit. But welcome back, everybody. We are here with a very dead gander, as you may see on screen right now. If you guys weren't here last week, and very quick recap, bad things happened. Sheerak and Gander did not survive the trap in the Tomb of Annihilation. Yeah, just might, at least for a little bit, funny. We won't go into details. It just, there may have been some bad choices on one person's side that led to the death of both of us, not naming names, but somehow Bunny's character and I are both at death's door tonight. It's a special session. Bunny gets to go first, but the idea is we have one chance to earn our way back to the land of the living and continue the campaign. If we fail here, these two characters, I mean separately, but our character is permadead. They are not coming back in the campaign, and we make a new character for next week when we continue the regular sessions. So this is a do or die situation. I mean, we already died, but do or die permanently. And we've only had one character go so far, and that's Bunny's first character. So Bunny has experience here. But she didn't come back, so I'm not optimistic on our chances. Anyways, let's bring in, our first victim, and God.
Go void, so.
And Beefy. Hi, Beefy.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, well, I've done the short explanation of we died, we have a chance to undie, or full die. I think that covered it.
I hope we undie. I like my new character. And well, if Gander doesn't survive, I might kind of feel guilty.
Just
but,
a little bit. But, these
I'll
things
think about
happen.
You don't think, though. Sheerak is as dumb can be, so...
Look, don't worry. Gander, I've already got plans in place regardless of the outcome. Both for here and the session follow, so...
glass of milk. Yes, you can have some milk. Can you
We'll be
get your
okay.
own glass of milk?
I want Sheerak to survive because I love playing a character that is dumb as dumb can be.
I'm fully expecting it to somehow be Sheerak survives and Gander fails, and it just be like, extra facepalm.
That'd be hilarious if the dumb survives. All right, I'm ready. Let's get
You
going.
ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so Sheerak.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I was going to give you guys the choice of who was going to go first, but he was like, I've got to get up early in the morning, so that was like, okay, choice made for you guys. All right. So Sheerak,
Yeah.
what do you want?
I can't get the glass.
You can't get the glass. Can you get a cup from the cupboard? Well, maybe you'll survive. You wake up lying face down on the ground. As you get up, you appear to be in a dying forest, and night seems to have fallen only minutes ago. You think about the moments leading up to your death and the decisions that led you here. Maybe running past the hallway to go behind a curtain that you hadn't investigated behind was a bad idea. You think maybe if the monks had tried harder to teach you patience, that you wouldn't be here.
I love my dream bottle.
But they taught you to use your strength instead. You're going to have to ask Dad if he'll take you to the car. The road is quiet. Cold wind drifts down from the high peaks of the mountains, carrying the faint scent of snow and stone. Both are familiar to you. The path winds through dark pines until it reaches a tavern sitting alone at the end of a road. The place looks ordinary, old wood and warm light from behind dusty windows, except for the man standing beside the road. He wears a dark suit, perfectly pressed. Strangely formal for a place like this. His posture is relaxed, almost bored, as if he's been waiting there for a very long time, which he has. He looks at you with calm eyes filled with ancient patience as you approach Sheerak. Death. Not some monster, not some skeletal horror, just a man who has seen the end of everything and finds nothing particularly interesting about it anymore. He studies you the way one might study a rare animal that has wandered too far from its habitat. The mountain child, he says softly. His voice is smooth and quiet, the voice of someone who never needs to raise it. The monks thought you were a sign, a gift from the mountain spirits. He tilts his head slightly as he continues to look at you. A very large gift. The wind rustles through the trees. They tried to teach you their philosophy, he continues calmly. Meditation, balance, harmony. And his gaze drifts about you from your broad shoulders to your powerful arms, but you were less interested. He studies you for a second. They also tried to teach you to control the storm inside you. Death turns his head towards the tavern door. You've survived things that would kill most people, he says as he begins walking towards the entrance of the tavern, and I thought we might talk about that. He opens the tavern door and warm firelight spills briefly onto the road. Just before he steps inside, he pauses and he glances back at you and says, perhaps we'll play a small game.
As required.
A faint, almost amused smile appears on his mouth. Come inside when you are ready, Sheerak. And then he steps inside the tavern at death's door and the door slowly closes behind him.
Hey, you want to play a game? Why not? I'll run after him.
Okay.
And open the door and go in.
All right.
Extensionist Mascara by L'Oreal Paris. A lash extension effect mascara.
And
No, I don't
into
want
an
extensions
advertisement.
though.
I know, right? Some of the music I use as good because it has like 0 ads in it, and some of the ones that I like to listen to, are full of ads, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so annoying.
No, it's okay. There's a recently deceased makeup artist that is
just,
inside, peddling their wares.
Just pretty much. That's probably all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Even in death.
All right, so even in death, you can't escape the advertisements.
Nope.
All right, so You rush after Death and you push open the door. And the tavern is full of heroes and villains alike. A hearth fire roaring and crackling in the middle of the room. This, along with the ornate sconces, provide enough light to illuminate the numerous tables and chairs set out for the dead. A quaint but well-stocked bar hugs the back of the room, placed beside an impossibly long hallway that ends in a distant mote of light. As you scan the room, you hear a voice shout, Shishi! And Zamir is suddenly right in front of you.
You, you're alive? How? What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for you.
Ah, I've missed you, Zimi. I've missed you. You should come back. We go back together. You should come back.
I am unable to go back. But I was waiting for you. I know sometimes it's hard when you're alone, especially in situations like this. And I thought you could use some moral support.
Aw. Should I stay here with you then, or should I go back and help them?
Only you can decide that.
But I miss you, Zimi.
It was unfortunate, my death. But it did not hurt.
Oh, that's all right. And Death can't play games with you, so you can go back?
No. He decided that he would grant me this opportunity, though, to wait for you, though.
Cool. Whoa. Well, do you want to come and have, like, there's a bar over there. Do we have a drink and then go find Mr. Death and play some games with him? You want to come while I play the games and watch?
Oh, I would like that very much.
Cool. Let's get a drink and go find Mr. Death.
All right, so you approach the bar, and the food behind the bar is he is a dwarf. You approach the bar. There's a dwarven male dwarf, Grud. He introduces himself as ginger hair, little bit of salt and pepper in it. Says to you,
Quiet.
death comes to us all. Welcome to the Tavern at Death's Door. Drinks are in order, and on today's menu we have cocktails, drinks of the day. We have pushing up daisies, the eldermancy. We have the guiltless pleasure, or we have dirt nap.
Oh, Zimi, what do you want? I have a cocktail, please.
Yep.
Mr. Grud.
All right. Would you like to choose, or would you like me to choose for you?
Surprise me, thank you.
Okay.
When it becomes a quarterly.
All right. So he says, "I will surprise you," and he goes about his business, mixing up a drink that has what appears to be some sort of milk-based liquor in it, and it has flavored with lemon, lime, and some sort of bubbly liquid that you've never, I guess, tried before. And as he shakes it in a glass and then pours it into another glass, a clean glass for you. It resembles a light brown sponge. And he slides it towards you and he gives you a spoon with it as well. He's like, you're going to be needing that.
Drink I can eat. This is cool. It is
And as
bubbly.
so it's mixed, it's called the dirt nap, mixed with carbonated sweet water, lime and lemon, and finished with a creamy milk-based liqueur. This drink, if made correctly, should resemble a light brown sponge and should be consumed with a spoon.
So, Zimi, you get your drink, and then let's go find Mr. Death.
All right. Grud pushes another dirt nap cocktail across the bar, and Azini picks it up with his spoon as well and says, yes, sometimes it's just better to rip off the Band-Aid.
Let's go find him.
All right, so you make your way down a hallway, which is conveniently placed right next to the bar. The hallway just seems to never end, and it is like doors on both sides of the hallway. There is one that is open, and you make your way in there, and in the room it seems to be like another like common area, but it has like a little nook off to one side, and Death is sitting there at a table, and on the opposite side of him is just a lone chair, empty, and he gestures to it, Sheerak. He says, I see you've met Grud, and you have been, I guess, issued a drink to have while we talk and play games. And you see him drinking his own, I guess, to you it would look like a dirt nap, but it's like one of those milkshake takeaway containers that has like the straw in it and stuff. So
Cool. Hey, Mr. Death, do you mind if my friend Zini comes and watches us play games?
Death says to you, he says, Zamir has been granted this rare opportunity to linger. He had wanted to wait for you, so he knew that you, I guess, wouldn't be alone in this moment. So yes, he can stay.
Yay! So I go and sit down with Mr. Death.
Yep.
And so what's the game we're playing?
He says, it is a game of wits and riddles.
Wits and riddles. Zimi, what's wits?
Zimi just looks at you and he's like, some things can't be explained.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's play then. Wits and riddles.
Yes.
Riddles sound fun.
You hear like the the last of Death's drink being slurped up the straw, and he places it on a coaster in front of him, and he looks at you. This game is to test you, I guess, both your intelligence and moral quandaries. To win, you have to get the questions right, and if you lose, it is unfortunate, but you would have to either hang around here in the tavern, or you can choose to move on. And he says to you, you can leave if you choose to move on, you can leave via the hallway. The bright light at the end will take you to your afterlife.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
You okay?
So, you let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Let's
Yep.
play.
Okay. So it says to you, the first riddle. It strikes without fists. It defeats anger without violence. Masters wield it, and fools abandon it. It wins battles that no blade can.
It strikes without fists.
Yeah, hang on, I'm going to drop it into the thing.
Oh, yep, that'd be good to make it easier. Where are we dropping it?
I'm going to put it in the group chat.
Oh, yep, that makes it easier. So don't throw it out. It strikes without fists. It defeats anger.
But I would take that as well. Chris has just tapped me on the shoulder and was like, is this the answer? Because obviously he's listening in the background and I was
Fire off, Ronus. It defeats anger without violence. It masters wield it. Fools abandon it. It wins battles with stress. Words? Or like speech, words, like words is a way of striking. You can strike with your words, right? You can defeat anger without violence using your words. Brainy people know how to wield them. Fools don't know how to use them. And it can win battles without blades. You can win an argument with it.
Okay,
So, yeah, that's.
are you
yeah.
sure?
I hate when you say it. What's another word for words? No, I'm going to go with words.
Says to you. Are you sure? It seems like you're rushing into this.
Strikes without I think it strikes without faith. It beat anger without violence. What's defeats anger without violence? Masters wielded.
2 adults, 1 in the shower, 1 in a game pool. No.
Maybe knowledge? But can knowledge strike without fists?
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Look at Simpson.
Oh,
Think back to your teachings with the monks.
teachings of the monks. Oh. Well, they taught me how to become. Strong. Oh. Striking without a fist. What can strike without a fist? I mean, a weapon can strike without a fist, but it's like it wins battles, but no blade can. So, like, the monks taught me to use my hands, try to teach me to use my words and my brain, but it doesn't work. What else? And defeat? Okay. Strike without fist could be. Not sure. Defeats anger without violence. See. Yes, Darky. Masters wielded. See, masters control. Depends on what you mean, masters, but like leaders, masters, they control all their people. They wield their people, but they use their knowledge, I guess. Fools abandon it. What else can strike without this? Get phone, we're not talking to you. Bunnies don't strike without fists. Bunnies use their fists. Floors abandoned. See, that means me. Floors abandoned. And wins battles. No blade can. What can win a battle? Maybe. I think knowledge might be better than words. All right. Yeah. We'll go knowledge. Because having knowledge means you can attack without using the fists. You can defeat anger without any violence. Info notice. Oh, I think I'm so wrong. Why am I so dumb?
Says
Look
to
at
you,
that. I have a minus. Don't know. Yeah,
it
a minus
says to
one
you as he
intelligence.
like slurps his milkshake. Says to you, you're not dumb. Maybe in the traditional way, where people book smart. But knowledge is the answer.
Did I get it right?
It is one of the answers I would have accepted.
God. Holy shit. I can't believe that.
You're like, holy moly. Other answers I would have accepted was patience,
Yeah.
reason.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. One down.
One down. Says to you, you look a little flustered there. Do you need a moment?
I'm just going to have a big spoonful of my drink here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he watches you as you like shovel it in.
All right, let's go.
He says, the second riddle. I break the earth, yet give it life. I am heavy in the hand, but light in wisdom. Without me, the monks would starve.
Okay, I'll wait for that to go in the thing. Yep. I break the earth, yet give it life.
And Death seemingly just like pulls out a sushi bowl from under the table and starts eating it.
But light in wisdom. Without me, the monks would starve. Break the earth. And that could be. See, break the earth could be either a tool like a hoe or something, but then could be something like Mother Nature, because she can destroy the earth, like break it. She can give the earth life. She can be heavy-handed sometimes, but I don't know about the wisdom. And like without Mother Nature, like the rain. Exactly, Zimi.
You see me in the background just trying to not make any sort of face.
Rain, Mother Nature. See, Mother Nature breaks the earth. She gives it life. She doesn't create food, but she, waters food, grows food. Nutrition. And she can be heavy-handed. But then I do it by overthinking. It could be a hoe, like a tool, but I don't get the wisdom part with the tool. Break the earth, yet give it life. I'm heavy in the hand. Second, it's both. That would be awful if Sheerak passed and Gander failed. But light and wisdom. See, that one there tricks me. See, without me, monks will survive. Well, monks need weight on, like thinking Mother Nature, but and rain, but maybe it could be just like water, because water does that too. But the light and wisdom part. Let's see. Without it, they won't survive. Then, they need food, they need water. Earth survives, or Earth provides all that. Mother Nature does break it and give it life. But they can count for both. Like weather is Mother Nature, basically. Rain, sun. Maybe it's just one of the elements, like, but light and wisdom. See, light could mean sun, because sun can do that. Sun can break the earth by drying it out. Sun can help things grow, and it gives it life. But the heavy in the hand would do that. Oh God. Let's see. Break the earth. Yeah, give it life. Yeah, that's really fitting for her thinking skills.
With these music.
You got the Benny Hill song here. Heavy in the hand. See, that sounds literal. But yeah. But light and wisdom. And without that, that has to be. Whoa. Break the earth. I mean, the monks. See, it can't be a god. Like, yeah, the gods can survive. The monks can survive without their god. Everyone like has their god and prays to them, but so I don't think it'll be a god. And like, it literally can't be like recipes and shit, because that doesn't work. You know what? I'm gonna go Mother Nature, because she covers. Yeah, she covers the weather, the rain. He covers all that.
Death says to you, but is Mother Nature light in wisdom?
That's the one that fools me. I mean, she's got to have wisdom, like, for what she does. Yes, she does cause chaos and stuff, but she also does many great things with her control, grows things and everything. It helps people survive. Oh. This is tough.
Mother Nature, your answer?
Yeah, we'll go with Mother Nature. Yep. Lock it in.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Yep.
Death says to you, sometimes the answer is the simplest answer.
It's going to be a hoe, isn't it? No,
It is a farming tool.
Oh my god. See, that's the first thing I thought of, but I thought, no, it can't be.
And you talked yourself out of it.
Yeah. See, like, how is this farming tool light and wisdom?
It doesn't have a brain.
Oh, for fuck's
Like
sake.
us.
It's an inanimate object. Doesn't think.
Come on, Bunny.
God
If
damn
this group
it.
hasn't taught you anything, hasn't it at least taught you that the answer is always a hope?
True.
That home.
Let's be honest. Sheerak's not an inanimate object and she has no brain either.
All right. Bring on. So it's one of each.
Yeah. All right. Death studies you.
There's
For a
not much
very-
to study.
For a long moment, a very long moment before he speaks again. He says, even the simplest of souls carry contradictions. And he, obviously gestures to you. A towering warrior who can shatter bone with her bare hands, but flinches at the smallest things. Fear is an interesting thing because it rarely obeys logic. This last riddle is more of a moral question than a riddle. Okay?
Okay.
He says to you, a healer in a mountain village has a cure for a deadly sickness. The medicine must be delivered quickly or the villagers will die. Inside the healer's hut, mice nest in the rafters and in nooks and crannies. The cure is sealed inside a chest. Inside the chest, the cure is laying on a bed of dandelion flowers, surrounded by the needles that are going to be used for the cure and healing. You must reach inside the chest with your hand to retrieve the cure. What do you do?
Like, even though there is my big fears in that whole hut, those mice, those needles, those dandelions, like, I have to defeat my fears, because if I don't defeat my fears, I can't get that cure and save those people, and we can't have those people die. We have to save those people. So I have to fight my fears. It's going to be hard, but I have to fight my fears. I have to go in there. I have to tiptoe past the mice. Hopefully I don't wake them. And then reach in and try and grab it out without touching anything because its dandelions are just awful sore needles. But if I don't do it, people die, so I have to do it. So I have to fight myself to do it. I have to do it. Yeah, I have to go and get the cure because if I don't get the cure, people will die. Exactly. John West agreed. I know, right?
Fuck off.
I'd have to do it. As much as it's so scary and I'm going to have nightmares forever, if I don't do it, all people will die. And the monks taught me that everyone deserves to live. Fireball?
It says to you, you wouldn't run away. Your fears wouldn't get the best of you.
I want to run away, but there's people, and the monks have taught me that they need to. I have to be strong. I have to face my fears when I need to, because other people are relying on me. So I'd have to do it. As much as I want to run away, I have to do it.
I ate a lot of gumbo fruit. What do you mean it's gumbo fruit? I eat gumbo.
Yeah, we got to get this shit. We got to defeat these fears and get this shit to save the people.
He studies you for more of a long moment. Obviously, while this moral question of do your fears outweigh your moral strength, and you go backwards and forwards with yourself going, I am afraid of all of those things, but I must help the people. But I am afraid of all of those things,
I've got to help the people.
but I have to help the people. The monks, above all, they taught you to help the people. They taught you how to use what you had, and in your case, it was your strength. And I guess in this final moment, you finally realize that what the monks have been trying to teach you all along is that your strength isn't always a physical thing.
I have brain muscles.
The ridges in your brain are deepening.
I have brain muscles.
He says to you, it would appear that your moral standing is upheld, and that the monks have in fact taught you something that you may not have realized. And for that, I grant you this opportunity to return to your life. May I not see you here again for a long time.
Thank you, Mr. Depp. Thank you. Because there's people out there that need us. We have to save them. Thank you, Mr. Depp. Ooh. Shishi. Shishi. I'm Shishi. Zimi. Zimi. I get to go help the people. I'm going to miss you, Zimi, but I get to help the people. And that's what the monks need and want. Hey.
Zamir, do you have final words for Sheerak? Maybe he's thinking about it, maybe.
I knew you could do it, Shishi. Go and make me proud.
Gonna miss you, Zimi. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Dev, can I ask a question?
You may ask a question, yes.
When I come here, I had a friend with me. He was like, we called him Bird Brain. Did he make it here too, or is he Gone.
He is still making his way here.
Oh, nice. But thank you, Mr. Deaf. And I promise I will not be back. I'm going to go save all the people.
And he just nods at you.
I'm like, yep.
He just says, but he turns to Zamir and says, unfortunately for you, Zamir, this is your time. So you can either choose to stay in the tavern, or you can carry on to the afterlife. Ooh, first siren. Zamir just says, I would like to hang around to see the bird brain. If he is coming here next.
Can I wait and see if he makes it?
Death says to you, unfortunately, as soon as this game ends, you will be straight back into your body. So
okay.
You
wish him luck for me, Zimi.
Zamir just says, "Oh, wish him something. It may not be luck though." And you, Sheerak, get returned to your body in the tomb of the Nine Gods.
Oh my god. I actually didn't think I'd actually make it.
Will Gander still have his war paint on?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yes, that is me. I'm gonna hang around as long as I can. I've been out before I go to bed, so I'm gonna listen.
Yep.
Thank you, Dad.
She
Bye, Dad.
wakes up next to dead animals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sheerak just wakes up in the same room with that stone juggernaut cracked into pieces. Gander lying on the ground next to her. You hear Sparky just in the hallway talking to your newest party member, Jackal. All right. Gander.
Hooray!
Hi.
No pressure.
No pressure. All right. You wake up lying face down on the ground. As you get up, you appear to be in a dying forest, and night seems to have fallen only minutes ago. You think about the moments leading up to your death and the decisions that led you here. Maybe dropping to the ground was a bad idea. You think maybe if you hadn't given up flying to devote yourself to Torm, you could have flown out of that room. But you chose to give up the sky. No more soaring above battlefields, no more vanishing into clouds when danger grew too great. Your wings remained, but your freedom was gone. A reminder of the price you paid for an oath that bound you to protect others, no matter what the cost.
I love having friends for dinner, but I don't love the cost. So I'm just
An oath, that relentless, stubborn devotion is what led you here. The tavern at death's door. A tall man stands beside the road, as if he has been waiting there all evening. Dark suit with an overcoat. Both are perfectly pressed, and his hands are in his coat pockets, like a man waiting for a late bus. He looks at you with calm eyes filled with ancient patience as you approach. Death. Not a monster, not a skeletal horror, just a man who has seen the end of everything and finds nothing particularly interesting about it anymore. He studies you for a moment, taking in the wings, the armor, the quiet determination in your posture. He nods faintly, as if confirming some sort of private theory. Ah, Death says mildly. The bird who gave up the sky. I've been meaning to meet you. And he adjusts his cuffs. You see a lot of souls in my line of work. Heroes, tyrants, cowards. He gives a small shrug of one shoulder. They all look the same in the end. His gaze flicks briefly to your wings again. But you are interested. He turns his head towards the tavern door. Your oath has carried you a long way, Paladin. Further than most people's convictions have managed. He begins walking towards the entrance of the tavern. I thought we might talk about that. And he opens the door and warm firelight spills briefly onto the road. Before stepping inside, he pauses and glances back at you and says, and perhaps play a small game. Come inside when you are ready, Gander. And then he steps inside the tavern at Death's door, and the door slowly closes behind him.
All right, well, first things first. What I got on me?
The armor that you are wearing.
Wait, the hide armor? Dang it.
The hide armor.
Even in death.
Even in death. All of the items that you had on you when you died are still on you.
Good to know. Is there, out of curiosity, is there a doormat? Like in front of the door?
Yes, there is a door. It just says welcome.
I'd like to, since I have everything that was on me when I died, I'd like to just, slip a quick pamphlet under there before I go in.
Yep. And you placed a pamphlet under the doormat. You just leave it
some
sticking out a little
deathbed
bit.
conversions here,
Yeah. Leave it sticking out a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess I'll head inside because I'm assuming I don't see anybody else out here.
No, just you standing,
all right.
Outside the tavern.
Well, these pamphlets aren't going to hand themselves out, so we're going in.
Yep. All right, so you push open the door, and the tavern is full of heroes and villains alike. A hearth fire crackling in the middle of the room, and this, along with the ornate sconces, provide enough light to illuminate the numerous tables and chairs set out for the dead. A quaint but long, well-stocked bar hangs in the room, placed beside an impossibly long hallway that in a distant mote of light. As you scan the room, you see two patrons that you recognize, and neither of them are Death. One walks right by you, holding a mug of something that you don't know what it is, and Zamir just nods at you curtly as he says, Gander, and keeps walking. The other person that you recognize is Hank. And he raises his mug at you, the smell of coffee wafting through the air.
What the? Okay, I'm going over to talk to our coffee friend to figure out when the heck did you die? Oh, wait.
And says, there he is.
Oh,
My favorite employee finally showed up. And he says, sit! And he gestures to the empty stool that's right next to his.
All right. I'm in. Let's do this.
Let's do it. You're like, shit, maybe is Hank dead?
So,
he offers you a
here?
mug. He says, well, Death and I are acquaintances.
I mean, that worries me more than I care to admit. I mean, we're talking like on first name basis, we worked together a few times, he invites me over to his house. I mean, what level of acquaintance we talking here?
Hank just says to you, Death and I have crossed paths many times in my lifetime.
Oh, the paladin fury is rising.
He just says,
He's
Death
undead.
Death and I aren't friends, Gander. Let's not be ridiculous about it.
Okay.
But
Oh.
we do share a professional respect. I've made a habit of surviving situations that should have ended me, and he's made it a habit of noticing that.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, if you're like some type of weird, like, zombie thing, yeah, I may have to cancel my contract.
There's nothing of the sort, Gander. I feel like you would have noticed if I was undead.
Yeah, you think, but you'd be surprised the amount of stuff I don't notice.
Which is fair.
So you just hang on. Actually, you know what? That brings an interesting question. What happens to the contract I made with you? Like, you know, I mean, if I die, I can't really fulfill that contract. You think you could, you know, use some of that friendship of yours to be like, hey, you know, I still got use of him. Bring him back later. You know, you can get me out of here.
He says to you, that is actually why I'm here.
Hey.
I have tried to, I guess, impress upon Death that I still have use for you because of the contract. However, he is Death, and he doesn't make exceptions for the rule, obviously. If, you know, he made exceptions to the rule, then, you know, we would have all sorts of problems. However, he has decided to, I guess, you know, give you a chance to try and beat him at his own game. And should you win, you will be able to return to your life, and hopefully he doesn't see you again.
So what you're saying is I have a chance to beat death itself. Oh,
Correct.
Yeah. It's paladin time. Alright, well, you know, hopefully we're still on for that contract after this is all said and done, because, you know, I got stuff to do in the real world, so, you know, people to smite, pamphlets to distribute.
Of course. We can't have the pamphlet distribution interrupted.
Absolutely. You still got mine, right? Like, you know, the special one I gave you?
I absolutely do. And he, like, pats his jacket pocket.
Oh, good. Good man. Bugbear thing.
Yes, yes.
Alright, well, you stay here. Or, you know, don't. You do you. I'll let you know how it goes. And hopefully we'll see each other again soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna, you know, just take a quick glance around, see who all's here. And, you know, definitely won't be looking for anyone wearing armor my size. I'd feel more confident.
As you gaze around the room, I guess in preparation for trying to face death, you don't see anybody in this main area that has armor that would fit you.
Anyone got that, like, paladin glow to them?
Yes, there is a couple of glows about them, a couple of people.
All right, head's the nearest one. Gonna go introduce myself. It's time to raise an army.
Okay.
And of course, with the standard greeting of blessings of Torm upon you, which
Yep.
may go poorly for me depending on who they are.
Alright, hang on. Here we go. The one you walk up to is a kobold who looks at you as soon as you say, "Excuse me, blessings of Torm," and he just turns to you and gives you, I guess, the most stink eye and says, "Blessings of Torm? No, thank you," and like turns away and keeps drinking.
Well, enjoy your afterlife. I think I know where you're going. Let's go to the next one.
You walk up to the next one, and they are a little halfling woman, and you say, "Hello, excuse me, blessings of Torm," and she turns and looks at you, and she doesn't give you the stink eye, like, "Oh my god, I do not believe in your God." But she says to you, "I am not a believer of Torm, but I guess thank you for the blessings, though."
My pleasure. Just reading a pamphlet just in case, for reasons. But mind if I sit a while?
Of course. And she gestures to the table with the chairs and stuff.
All right, gonna settle in. I'm very proud of myself for getting this far in a social interaction for once. This is new territory for Gander.
Yeah.
So, how long you been here? Like, you get the lay of the land here? Kind of looking around.
She says to you, "I've been here for a while. I haven't fully decided if I would like to move on or whether my work is done in my life. So I have, I guess, chosen to stay in the tavern until I have figured that out."
Well, I mean, what's holding you back?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, taking an oath is such an important part of my life, and it seems that like my death is the fulfillment of my oath, I guess.
You swore an oath too? I swore an oath.
It seems like that my death, my God in that moment decided that my oath had been fulfilled and that it was my time. So who am I to question that?
I respect your devotion, even if you may serve a different god than I. It's very
And just
admirable of you.
tilts her head.
Tell me
Says,
though, what oath did you
what
swear?
brings you here?
Oh, I guess I'll answer the question first. I can question later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the short version, giant and some bad directions.
You gave a giant bad directions?
No, the giant didn't listen to the good directions. Never should have let her drive.
You guys were driving a wagon.
Well, if by wagon you mean like a giant stone box on wheels, and if by driving you mean getting run over by it, then yes.
How does a giant get bad directions if they're not driving?
You'd be surprised the amount of stuff she can get into. You clearly haven't met this giant.
No, I don't believe I have met this giant. Right.
But all that being said, we were on a great quest. I was fulfilling my oath, protecting my party, and, somebody did something dumb. One thing led to another, and now I'm here.
Of course. There is always room for dumb questionable life choices.
I feel many here would say that. But like you, I took an oath as well, but I respect your belief that your oath is fulfilled. I don't know that I'm ready to surrender my oath. Or not surrender, I guess, but to, accept my end.
You don't feel like you don't feel like you've fulfilled your oath yet.
I've kept to my oath, but I never finished it. I've never truly redeemed myself for my God.
Then
there's so much more to do.
Maybe you should play death and try to return.
I can only hope it goes well, because I feel like I think I understand. If I can't go back, how do I move forward?
It is a valid question. It is a very heavy question, isn't it?
Heavier than the thing that killed me.
Well.
And that's pretty heavy. Well, with that, I'm going to kind of wave over like the bartender or whatever.
The dwarven man.
Yes.
Whose name escapes me. I think it's Grod.
Don't worry, it escapes me too.
Yeah. He it is Grod.
It is Grod.
It is Grod. Grod, the dwarven bartender of the ginger and salt and pepper hair variety, wanders over. He says to you, "Another paladin, welcome. I hope that your untimely demise was to your satisfaction."
Can't say that it was, friend. Can't say that it was.
He looks at you with like those pitiful eyes and he says, that is very unfortunate. Can I get you a drink to drown your sorrows?
What do you have on the menu?
It says we have a selection of cocktails.
Got any root beer?
We have root beer, yes.
I've only had alcohol once in my life and it did not go well.
Maybe we shouldn't drink right before games with death then, if it's
probably
not. You
not.
feel it's not. Yes. He does says to you, however, this root beer, would you like a scoop of ice cream in it to make it afloat?
You can do that?
Yes, I can.
Torm be praised. Yes, please. And another drink for my
Right.
friend here, pointing to my table mate.
Right. So, Grud goes back to the bar and then brings back 2 root beer floats and places them on the table for you. Your table mate just looks at you and like nods. Thank you. This is a very interesting drink. I don't believe I've had one of these before.
Well, I'd say it would change your life, but it's a little late considering where we are.
Well, that is true. It is, I guess, never too late to change one's life, though.
That's fair. I like your outlook. And so I'm, rising to stand. Well, thank you, friend. May the afterlife be welcoming to you as I, push down from the table with pamphlet in hand and leave that behind as I turn to walk away.
Okay. And you just leave the pamphlet on the table.
Yep, just leaving
and,
it there.
Yep, she doesn't say anything. She does look at it, obviously across from the table, curious to see what you left behind, but then, realizes that, you're basically the Jehovah's Witness of paladins.
Yep.
And you don't witness her try to take the pamphlet. She just leaves it on that side of the table.
Fair enough. She doesn't take it, someone else will.
Yeah.
Torm works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Alright, well, looking around, it's like, alright, well, death calls, and I intend to answer.
All right.
Let's go find death.
You go through the hallway, and it seems like it never ends. There's doors on both sides, but there is one that is open.
I would like to backward long jump up the hallway to continue.
As you long jump down the hallway, it seems to get longer. Like you don't get any closer to the end.
I was told this would work. I must have gotten the button and presses wrong. Alright.
You see one door that is open, and as you go inside there, it seems to be like another communal seating area, and there are other people in there and stuff, but there's like a little nook off to the side, and Death is sitting at a table, and there's just one empty chair on the opposite side of him, and he's drinking what appears to be his own root beer float.
Good choice. Just raise my drink.
He just gives you a slight nod of the head. He just says, Gander.
Death? Or whatever your actual name is. Do you have a name? Is it like a title or is that a name?
I don't know. It's been so long since anyone's, asked if that's my actual name or not.
Well, that's a shame. Everyone asks, what you're doing. No one asks how you're doing.
That is correct.
You feeling okay? You could take, maybe, you've been working for a long time. You could take the day off.
Says, my work is never done.
I feel you.
So, unfortunately, I cannot take the day.
All right, Death. Just cracks my neck a bit. I'm ready for your game, but I gotta warn you. I'm pretty mean at tic-tac-toe.
He just looks at you, and you see like the corner of his mouth just kind of like quirk up, like at the mention of tic-tac-toe. He's like, cute that you think we're gonna play tic-tac-toe.
I mean, what other games are there? I mean, that's like, there's, Chutes and Ladders? I'm not a big fan of that one.
Chess, poker,
Not bad.
blackjack. Uno?
I mean, you could do
Jenga.
some real damage with a blackjack if you hit somebody over the head.
Yep. Yes.
Have you ever caved in a
Yeah.
zombie skull with a blackjack? I'm telling you.
No.
Great
Poker.
feeling.
Yes.
I hardly know her. Couldn't resist. Alright, well, I'll take a seat. It's like, fine. That's about all the games I know. So, I mean, is this like a card game, or got
He
put
says
out
this is
playing
a game
pieces?
of riddles and moral questions. Says to you,
I like
have
one
to
of
get
those.
you have to get at least 2 of these questions correct in order to return to your previous life, exactly where it left off.
So no dice rolls. Dang.
No, there are no dice in this game with death.
There's no dice in D&D.
Says to you, it's all maths. Says to you, if you lose, however, you will not be able to return to your previous life, and you will either have to, and you'll have to make the choice to either stay in the tavern or carry on to the afterlife. And he like gestures backwards down the hallway. The choice is obviously yours. You don't have to make it straight away.
I choose not
But though-
dying. It's worth a shot.
I mean, everybody says that. So,
You've heard that one before then. Sorry.
yes.
Have you heard about the one with the paladin walking into a bar?
Also, yes.
Dang it. Well, I'm out of jokes.
It hurt?
Yeah.
It did. Even more so the second time. Rubs his head. Alright, ask me your questions, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid. Wait.
As you say, like, and there's a slight crack in your voice where you may or may not be afraid.
It's a drink, you know. I don't drink often.
You don't drink
Can't hold my
often.
liquor.
Yeah.
I take another sip.
And you kind of like slurp it up the straw. All right. Death says to you, the first riddle. I protect without a blade. I defend without a shield. I bind men stronger than chains, yet I weigh nothing at all. What am I?
Oh, I mean, my first thought is Torm, but you know, he has, you know, weapons and armor and all that stuff, so maybe not. Protect without blade and defend without shield. I mean, part of this journey that's been, I mean, I've been protecting and defending without armor, never without a blade. Bind men stronger than chains, yeah, I weigh nothing at all. Ooh. I wouldn't count on that, Bunny. That intelligence score is a lie. Try removing the first digit and you might have it. Heck, remove the second digit. Going to look down my pamphlet for inspiration for a second. Then remember that, you know, all the memories of what I swore, and remembering that the thing that binds me is my my devotion to Torm. So, you know what? We're going with that. No hesitation. If Torm's not the answer, then my devotion to Torm is, so... Devotion. An oath. Takes another sip calmly, completely unaware that this is probably not going to end well for him.
Death looks at you for like a split second, and then he just nods approvingly, and he says, a paladin who wouldn't know that his oath is the thing that is stronger but weighs nothing is not a very good paladin. So that one is correct.
Huzzah! I'll be honest, I was just bluffing there. And considering my track record with deception rolls, wasn't expecting that to work.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. It's like, on the other hand, my oath weighs pretty heavily on me, so maybe I have made a mistake. But then I realized my pamphlet weighs very little. So maybe it'll work.
Maybe. Says, are you ready for the second one?
Not in the slightest, but give it to me anyways.
He says to you, once I ruled the endless blue, higher than kings, freer than wind. Now I walk the earth beside men, though the sky still remembers me. What am I?
Now that's just rude.
And he kind of just quirks his eye, like, is it?
Just looking, back over my shoulder, like, But now it can't be that easy, so gonna ponder this for a minute. So, the endless blue, I mean, presumably sky, because, higher than kings. I mean, you could say endless blue being like an ocean. Gosling is complaining about my lack of intelligence here. Gosling,
He's
I
trying
can't
to give you
phone
the
a friend.
answer.
You can't help.
He's trying to give you the answer, but like there's a communication error here somewhere.
You don't speak common yet. Churches float. No. So I ruled the endless blue, higher than kings, freer than wind. So up direction. Now I walk the earth beside men, though the sky still remembers me. Alright, well, hold on. Endless blue being sky, but also water. I mean, water starts... Well, it doesn't really... I don't know if it starts. I didn't pay attention. Science class very well, admittedly. More interested in the religious studies. And combat. That was a fun class. I'm getting distracted. But water is up in the sky, and then it comes down from the sky, and then it's on the ground, and then it goes... Then we drink it, and we, relieve ourselves, and eventually it winds up back in the sky. It's like a circle of life. It's deep stuff, like the ocean. How much deeper would the ocean be without sponges? You know what? We're gonna go with... I mean, I would say rain, but more specifically water, because, I mean, it's rain when it falls, but it's not rain when it's on the ground. So let's go with water. And again, very loud, obnoxious sip as I, found an air pocket in my drink.
You choke slightly. As it tries to go down into your windpipe rather than into your
I
stomach.
said that and Gosling coughed.
Yeah. He says to you, are you sure that is your answer?
Well, Death, if there's one thing that you should learn about me, is that I'm never sure. But also, I don't second guess my own stupidity. So, final answer, hit the buzzer, realizing it's just a table, and
Yep. It makes the buzzing noise anyway.
Look down at it, back of a death. Shrug.
He says to you, water?
Water.
Water is not the correct answer.
Ew.
He says to you, your first thought was correct. When you looked at your when you looked at your own wings.
Was it really just me? Well, that's just rude.
Yes.
So what was it?
It's
It
just
was,
me.
Gander's wings.
Oh, okay.
Dang it. It's okay.
Says to you,
We want a little.
like with Sheerak. He says, I met your friends just moments ago. And like she, sometimes the simplest answers are the ones we get incorrect.
You know, it should concern me that I'm performing on a level equal with Sheerak, but you know what? We died together. We failed together. Wait, did she fail? How is she?
I cannot tell you.
Oh, so you get to ask questions.
Correct.
But I
Only
ask a question,
get to
nothing.
ask.
Can you tell me
Only
afterwards?
I can tell you afterwards, yes.
Okay. Okay, then, you know, put a pin in it. Because we're coming back to this.
Okay. He says to you, are you ready for the third moral question this time?
Less
of a riddle
so
and
than
more...
I was after the first question. I'm just feeling a little more ready
Okay.
then. A little less ready now.
All right. Says to you, please hold while I put the music back. Says to you, two paths lie before you. On one path, your oath is honored. Every rule, every vow, every promise to Torm is fulfilled perfectly. But the innocent, those you swore to protect, die. And he just lets those words linger for a split second. And then he says, on the other path, lives are saved. Every child, every village, every soul is spared. But your oath is broken. And while Torm sees the compromise, your devotion is stained. Which path do you choose?
Oh. This thought has kept me up many a night.
It's like, I see that.
Just sitting there looking between my pamphlet in one hand, and I would say my other hand being empty, but actually a root beer float. I guess that symbolizes my friends. Congrats to everyone.
He's like, this is my favorite thing.
But having to choose between my promise to Torm and the lives of those close to me. I mean, what is a paladin without an oath? But the innocent, I mean, how does one choose between the one you serve and the one you're called to serve? Oof. just going to take a minute. Because honestly, I've been debating this for a long time and still haven't come up with a good answer. Now I'm on the spot.
On the spot.
I mean, I suspect I know what answer death wants, but I can't just answer what I think death wants. I need to answer what's right. How dare you? And you know, for one of the first times in his life, Gander's torn and questioning things, and it feels horrible. And I'm thinking back to all the party members that we've interacted with and given pamphlets to. Oh, but then I remember our friend out in the lobby. It was her God's will, but she died. But she was still devoted to her oath, and I think that's the right way to go about life and death. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't give up my oath. I mean, I'd like to say that I'll blaze my own trail between the two, but if forced to choose, I can't put the desires of my heart before the desires of my God. And so, you know, it'll hurt, and it's with a heavy heart, but I guess in the metaphor, I'm taking Torm's path. I am a devoted paladin of Torm, and in life or death, whatever comes my way, I would rather die knowing that I'm a bird of my word than to live knowing that I betrayed everything I stood for. So my devotion to Torm remains. You have your answer, Death.
Death pauses while you at the end of your answer, where you've given your answer. You've decided
I will.
You wouldn't break your oath.
I will serve
Doesn't matter. Torm to the very end, in life and in death.
Torm be praised, and the blessings of Torm upon us all. As I set down the root beer float and clutch my pamphlet.
Clutching your pamphlet to your chest, like a southern woman clutches her pearl necklace to her chest. Says to you, you paused. Most mortals answer too quickly, and they cling to the answer what is easiest or what hurts them the least, and you paused. That was a sign that you gave your answer some real thought.
First time I've ever done that. Think.
There is a lot at stake, and obviously the choice or the to choose wisely for your for the right answer, or what you believe is the right answer.
No, Death. It is the right answer. Whatever the outcome, it was the right one.
He says to you, I told your friend that I don't do leniency. But I observe and I learn, and sometimes I allow a moment. And he pauses as the words sink in, and he says, this is your moment. I will hesitate just this once, one heartbeat, just long enough for a favor to be repaid. But know this, Gander, the next time we meet, I will not hesitate if you have wasted this moment.
The next time we meet, I'll have fulfilled my oath, and I'll gladly walk down that hall.
He says to you, go now and do what you must. Live as your oath to Torm fulfills you.
I'm gonna rise up, offer him my hand, be like, you can do handshakes, right? Like, I've heard about Death's touch and stuff, but...
He nods and he says, yes, we can shake hands. And he puts his hand out as well and like grasps your hand and shakes.
Can I do a sleight of hand to see if I can leave a pamphlet?
He just looks at you as you try to give the pamphlet to him, and he just says, Gander.
I mean...
Really?
Would you expect anything less? Or more? Either way.
No, I would not expect anything less than to be handed a pamphlet from a paladin of Torm.
Well, gotta leave it on the table, be like, keep it, read it over, and maybe we can chat about it when I come back.
Says, I will give it some thought. As the look on his face clearly says he's not going to read the pamphlet.
It's okay. I tried to convert Death. I am the greatest paladin of all time.
He says to you as you go to walk away, oh yeah, and by the way, your friend survived as well.
Well, of course she did. I baptized her like 5 minutes ago. Blessings of Torm upon her. And I'm strutting out.
And you return to your body exactly in the place where it was left. And as you look across, you see Sheerak just sit bolt upright as she her soul enters her body again. And you guys can hear Sparky and Jackal talking in the hallway. You guys are strangely disrobed and disarmed, and nothing you had seconds ago is on your body. It's all you have been looted.
I lost this armor too.
And that is
Where's
really
all that shit? Damn. I had goosebumps through most of that. Didn't think we'd both make it.
yeah. I mean,
Never
those are
thought I
some
would.
those are some questions, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You're not wrong. Oh,
I'll be honest, the
More
moment we
questions.
showed up at Death's Door, I was like, I know what the last question is. Dang it.
Oh yeah, dang it!
I mean, I kind of suspected the moment you told her there'd be a moral question at the end. It's like,
Yeah.
crap. Well,
You're like,
bye, Gander. Also, Gonna
Yeah.
look up and see the crumbled juggernaut thingy. Be like,
Yeah.
ha! We win.
Yeah.
As far as I know, we beat it. We didn't see anybody else helping. It was sheer force of will by Torm and his unwitting disciple. And also
Yep.
this
The
dead rabbit.
unwitting. Don't forget the war paint.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't noticed
The-
it
the-
still. Death didn't
Yeah.
bother pointing out, or, Hank or
No.
anybody.
No.
Jekyll hasn't bothered pointing it out either. He just
Yeah.
No
thinks
one's
it's
gonna.
something you like to wear.
Apparently, I mean, the Scots used to charge into battle painted blue and running around naked. I charge in apparently without armor. I am now naked, so
Yeah.
here we are. And well, I probably should have gone with the blue face paint in hindsight.
Hey, you cannot copy me. Half my body is painted blue. Thank you very much.
See, should be like a new thing for Torm worshippers. I respect the initiative.
Damn. Well, yes, we did die, but then we lived.
Yep.
Torm be praised.
Did you die? Yes, but I lived.
And filled with a renewed sense of blessings from Torm, realizing that Torm has in fact delivered me from death itself.
Oh God, he's gotten worse.
Oh yes, he has. You have
I knew that
no
was gonna
idea.
happen. I knew that was going to happen as well. He is going to be the worst kind of born again Christian you have ever met.
You'll never hear the end of it.
Not only is he a Jehovah's Witness, where he just comes knocking on your door and is like, "Hey, I have pamphlets, and let's talk about my
Worse,
God."
I'm kicking
He's
down
gonna be
doors
like-
now. Convert, heathen.
God. Wow. That's crazy.
Well,
Damn.
obviously, we're not gonna be doing a full session today, guys. But
Nope.
at the very
Yeah.
least, gotta look over at Sheerak, be like, well, good work. Well,
You
actually,
too,
do we
Brain?
remember anything that happened?
Yes, you do. You remember
Okay,
all
just
the
double
things that
checking,
happened.
'cause-
Yeah, you haven't been gathered up by withers and taken off to wherever withers takes
Ha! Take that, Withers.
single party members. So yeah,
Gotta
Cool.
look down.
Where's all
That
my things? Oh well.
I don't know, but I'm hoping it's with my things. I'm hoping it's around the corner where we should have gone in the first place.
Is quick question? Is
Yep.
George still in my hair, or did they take George too?
No, George passed before you
Oh.
did. Answered all three questions
Hey.
easily.
I would have. Yeah, George would be dead if you've taken the beating.
Oh,
George died and then became a snake.
oh, I'm feeling around for George and I can't find him, and I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
Yeah.
George is dead.
It's okay. He's in a better place
Please,
now.
George.
Also, this rabbit is also dead. Because they left Bunny here.
You do. You see the corpse of Gander. You see the corpse of your former party member, Bunny,
What the hell?
just on the ground. And Sheerak, you see the corpse of this rabbit that you've never seen before. Like, it wasn't there when you guys were in the room before. Like, now it's suddenly there. You're like, I don't know how it got here.
Where are
What
my
the
manners?
hell is this
Introductions.
thing?
Sheerak. The aptly named
Yeah.
Bunny. Bunny Sheerak.
But your friend
Bunny
is
says nothing.
dead. Your friend looks dead.
Mostly dead.
What happened to your friend? Where did your friend come from?
That actually is a good question. Because I left her in the bag. And I no longer have said bag.
We no longer have anything. We must find Sparky and see where our stuff is.
Okay, well, I'm going to tuck the
Yep.
rabbit under one arm as I get off the ground.
Yep.
Brush myself off a little bit and walk down the hall Bunny in one arm, well, Bunny's corpse in one arm, and covering myself as best I can with the other hand.
I'm sure they left our clothes on us. I mean, like, what are our clothes going to do to us?
They would have left like your underclothes.
Look, I am not putting anything past them at this point.
Sheerak only had very skimpy clothes on.
In that case, what they don't realize is reach in and pull out the hidden pamphlet that I keep tucked in a pocket in my undergarments. You know, my emergency backup pamphlet. It's like,
That would have been a
let's
very concerning discovery.
Yep. I shall not be parted from my pamphlets. Alright. Let's go find the others and get our stuff back.
And
Withers,
that's
if
where
you
the
did
next
this,
session will start.
so help me.
It's okay. I'm just waiting for them to have a shiny surface for Gander to admire himself in.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. I mean, I didn't pay any attention even with the giant thing of ale. I didn't bother to look for a reflection, so again, you'd be surprised at the number of things that I don't notice.
So what
It's
you're
like
saying is this paladin is self-centered.
He's actually a budgerigar, but he likes to look at himself in the mirror as like, oh, I'm a handsome boy.
Who's a pretty bird?
Yeah.
I'm a pretty bird.
You gotta look your best for collector, you know?
Wow.
Yeah,
It's hard to convert people if your feathers are a mess.
that is true. I must look my best.
Gotta put your best talons forward.
This crazy shit. Wow. But on that note, I should get it going.
On that note, I will see you guys next Sunday
Yes.
Yep.
with all of your existing characters, no new
Yes.
characters.
Yes.
Hooray! Which means I don't have to make that backup character, which
No,
I'm still keeping him in the back pocket, but just be aware, there were no good options here, guys.
It would have been beautiful if Sheerak came back, but Gander.
Gander did.
Oh.
I was really afraid of that happening. Actually, my biggest fear was that we were going to both be in Death's Door at the same time, taking the challenges separately, but aware of each other's presence. And I spent the week working out. It's like, okay, there's, several possible scenarios here. Trying to figure out how is Gander going to react to each. And the worst one for me was, what if Gander passes and Sheerak fails? And then it's, hey, we're both here. And if Zamir wasn't there to keep her company, it's like she's just got, go into the great beyond by herself. And, is nervous and worried or something. And Gander is stuck there like, crap. Like, I could go back. But is it really the paladin way to leave a poor, helpless soul in need? And it's like, yep, Gander would straight up be like, we're walking into the light together. And it would have sucked, but it would have been a proper ending for him. But nope, instead he gets to go Uber Torm.
Yep.
The smites will flow.
Let the smiting begin.
Yes. Plus, I want my collection of skeleton heads back, so we definitely need to find our stuff.
Yes, I need my little floating skull back.
Armor would be nice, but, well, that's never going to happen.
Find a new George. Need to find a new George.
I mean, if you happen to have the remains of George...
I've got a funny feeling Sparky turned him into jerky.
Possibly. I mean, at least they didn't eat the rabbit yet, so, that storyline goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next week we'll continue the ridiculous adventures of Gander and his acolytes. That's what we're calling the party now, right? Done.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear an objection. We're done.
It's a never-ending D&D.
Yeah. It'll be okay. Because I've done my thing.
We're just going to start
I forgot
licking
to
Gander's nose.
talk to Hank and let him know. He'll figure it out.
And you ignored poor Zemi.
I nodded back. It's a man
I was
nod. That's
waiting.
all we do.
I was waiting for you to acknowledge the fact that Zamir didn't call you bird brain.
Yeah, that
called you
as I said, the
gander.
number of things I don't perceive. Just I
Gander.
know I've got a
Just-
very nice bonus on perception, but so what? That's a lie.
You-
Like most of my stats,
you were-
it's a lie.
You were so used to Zamir calling you bird brain that when he called you gander, your brain just processed it as bird brain.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Either that
He
or I'm
said-
saying they're
he
like,
said-
that's not the real Zamir.
Yeah. Maybe
called
this
me
is a cry for
gander.
help. This is a cry for help, right? You need my help.
Yes, I need to hear about Torm.
Oh my god.
Quick, punch me and send me back. A soul needs me.
All right. You kids get out of here.
Yep. I
Go
will
have
find
fun.
somewhere to raid and send everybody
I will
on their
see
way.
you next Sunday at the same time, at the same place, with the same characters.
Same Torm
Yes.
time, same Torm channel.
Oh my
this
God.
place is cursed.
Sparky's gonna be so shocked. All right, see you all next week.
All right,
What
catch you all
disappointment.
later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, chat. And with that, Gander lives. That's right, not dead. I don't want to go on the cart. And yep, that feels like the appropriate GIF. You guys can't see it, but the party can. Because that is absolutely going to be Gander walking back into the party. Just boom. Hey, I'm not carrying that bag again. Heck that. Somebody else can have it. Maybe Sheerak gets it this time. Should have given it to her in the first place. In the meantime, though, let's find us somebody to raid. And of course, part of the problem is we're at a weird time of day where most of the people I know are not streaming or finished their streams already. Normally, this is the time of day somebody would stream, but that's the reason I'm streaming. We're going to get that worked out somehow. We may just have to go find somebody. Let me take a look. Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta find somebody that's live, and seriously, if I look in the channels you follow, there is nothing. It's empty. Everyone's offline right now. So we may just go find somebody. You know what? We could find another goose, or I have a thought. Let me see. Nope, not that person. What are we feeling? This is... no, we can't do that. I have a, suggest... Actually, you know what? I know where we're gonna go. I mean, you would outrun me because, well, my movement speed is 25 instead of 30. But I think I know where we will go. We're going to take a page out of a book of a few Aussie friends of ours. So some of you may know this person we're going to go raid. I've been in their channel quite a few times, but usually I just get carried there by a raid. So we're going to go see another Aussie, Flipper Flaps, who I only know because, well, I get carried there a lot in raids by Crisis and Dats and a few others. And so, I'll take their recommendation. How's that gonna work for you? Boom. Now, it is 18 plus. Y'all been warned, but, well, here we are. It's Aussie land, so what do you expect? And they are currently doing some GeoGuessr along the way with some Jackbox party packs. So doing some interactive games. Big excitement there. GeoGuessr's fun. I do okay with it if you give me Google, because I can figure out hints really quick, but that's about it. If you don't give me Google, I will not even be in the right hemisphere most of the time. That's just how it works out. But anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I know it's really early for some of us and really late for some of us other ones, but we're going to go visit another friend of a friend and possibly a future friend, because, that's how you make friends, usually. But Gander is alive. Gander's loyal follower, Sheerak, the devout follower of Torm, whether she knows it or not, Because she was baptized and she took a pamphlet at some point, I'm sure. So, yeah. Because of that, we have both survived. Torm has blessed us. And prepare for the unsufferable. Insufferable? Without suffer. Gander as he comes back to life and realizes he's been brought back for one purpose, to spread the word of Torm. Till I see you again, though, make sure you all stay safe, have fun, and be weird, and I'll catch you next time. Let's go.